You've seen the cross 1,000 times, but have you ever understood its secret, mystical purpose? The cross is the most recognizable and central symbol of Christianity. It appears atop churches, worn as jewelry, carried in processions, and drawn in blessing upon the body. Yet beyond being a religious emblem, the cross is a profound spiritual archetype that carries layers of history, mysticism, and cosmic meaning. To truly understand it, one must see it as more than the instrument of Christ's death. It is the eternal axis where heaven and earth meet, where time and eternity converge. At its simplest, the cross represents the crucifixion of Jesus Christ and the salvation of humankind. It is the emblem of suffering transformed into victory, of death conquered by resurrection, of sin overcome by love. The vertical beam symbolizes the divine descending to humanity. The horizontal beam represents humanity and the world. Together, they form the meeting point of God and man, spirit and matter. History of the cross. Pre-Christian origins. Long before Christianity, cross-like symbols existed in many cultures. The Egyptian ankh symbolized life. The Celtic cross represented cosmic balance. In ancient Babylon and Assyria, cross marks were carved as signs of divinity. Roman times, the cross was primarily a brutal instrument of execution under the Roman Empire, reserved for criminals and rebels. Christian transformation. After the crucifixion of Jesus, the cross transformed from a symbol of shame and suffering into the greatest emblem of faith, hope, and redemption. By the 4th century, Emperor Constantine adopted the cross as the standard of Christian Rome after his vision of the Chi Rho with the words, "In this sign conquer." Evolution. Different forms emerged. The Latin cross, the Greek cross, the Celtic cross, the Orthodox cross. Each adapted by culture and theology, but all rooted in the central mystery of Christ's sacrifice and victory. Esoteric and mystical meaning. On a deeper mystical level, the cross is more than a historical reminder. It is a cosmic key. Axis Mundi, world axis. The cross is the axis of existence, connecting heaven, vertical, and earth, horizontal. Standing at its center means standing at the balance of spirit and matter. 4 directions. The arms of the cross point to the 4 cardinal directions, symbolizing universality, wholeness, and the spreading of divine truth across the world. Union of opposites, vertical, eternal spirit masculine, and horizontal, temporal matter feminine, intersect in harmony, reflecting the marriage of heaven and earth. Inner crucifixion. Mystically, the cross represents the crucifixion of the ego, the death of selfishness, so that the higher self, the Christ within, may rise. Alchemy of suffering. The cross shows that suffering, when surrendered, is transmuted into spiritual awakening. It is the path of transformation from darkness to light. Usage in Christianity. Liturgical. The cross is central to worship, placed at altars, carried in processions, and used in sacraments. Personal devotion. Christians wear the cross as a sign of faith and protection. Making the sign of the cross invokes blessing and remembrance of Christ's sacrifice. Art and architecture. Churches are often built in the shape of a cross, embedding the symbol into sacred space. Mystical practice. In esoteric Christianity, meditating on the cross brings alignment with divine order and awakens consciousness of the Christ within. The cross is not merely wood upon which Jesus died. It is the eternal emblem of transformation. It teaches that death is not the end, but the doorway to resurrection, that suffering is not meaningless, but can become the very soil of enlightenment, that the human soul is not trapped in matter, but is destined to rise into union with the divine. To carry the cross is to carry consciousness of this truth, that within our struggles lies the seed of awakening. Within our mortality lies the spark of eternity. The cross is both a remembrance of Christ's sacrifice and a map for our own inner journey, a call to die to the lower self and rise as the higher self, radiant in divine light. The cross stands as the ultimate bridge between heaven and earth, man and God, death and eternal life. To understand it is to understand the very heart of Christianity and the universal law of transformation. May your path be illumined as you connect with your divine essence.